Welcome back to Masters of Arabia. Over here in the left hand corner we have Enemy Down playing in yellow, known to be a bit of a waller and loves to fast castle. His opponent will be SCgoose playing in grey, and if you haven't noticed already, it is round 1, which means we have a Hun war again. So what are we going to expect from both players? Huns. We see cavalry archers, we can see paladins, so that means we can expect both players to go knights, but generally we do see Huns go for the cavalry archer, which means we can see both players, if it gets to that stage, go with a few mangonels and use that to try and do the best they can. Right now, what do we have? Enemy Down scouting his location, finding his berry bushes, his 2 golds to this section over here. He has 2 stones, and honestly he has quite a nice location actually. Going to be able to wall this section off here quite easily, and if he walls straight off across here, honestly, he will be able to get that. And as I've said, Enemy Down has known to be a bit of a waller and a fast castler, so we could definitely see that coming in from now. SCgoose, not so much, likes to get the feudal pressure on. I have been watching replays of most people before I start this, because I like to know what they are going to do. We do have a relic down over here, and the gold to the back, and the stone here. Could honestly see a wall off for this player as well, however, it is quite a big open area here, and this side here could be walled off quite easily, as well as walling off here. There is a lot of vulnerable spots, so I wouldn't be surprised if SCgoose just decides to go straight for feudal pressure. So bringing that boar in now, do we have a boar in yet? We have both players bringing the boar in at around the same time at about 4 minutes 10 seconds. 4 sheep are still there, and great play by Enemy Down so far, managing to keep those sheep alive while doing this. For those who don't know, the meat does rot off the longer you have it. It rots off at just an increased, well, not increasing rate, but at a steady rate. So the more villages you have on it, the better you'll do off those sheep. So we have down here, and the boar over here, so we have slightly better macro control from Enemy Down right now. However, SCgoose looks like he does have a lot better scouting on this thing. Yes, he does, he's scouted about 40% of the map, whereas we have Enemy Down probably doing about 30-35%. So it isn't that bad, honestly. But there is a big difference. Could send these sheep away right now, and could lose his scout. Losing his scout there, that is really going to cost him. He's not going to be able to scout what his opponent is doing early on, and we do see the early barracks coming up from Enemy Down. Is he going up to feudal age? Not quite yet, actually, by the looks of it. And Enemy Down not going up to feudal age, on quite low food count there too, actually, as well. And going for the 2 militia, which means we can expect to see 3, which means we can expect to see a militia rush. There's the 3rd militia coming out now. And do we have SCgoose? Are you going? Yes, he's going up to feudal age. He does have his... Looking at the wrong person still. He does not have a barracks up, so if these militia get here quick enough, he's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage with them, and just harass the economy as best he can, especially with the scout, which is still on full health, and might even be able to get some harass on this. We see there was a building going down there. There you go, we see a barracks finally going down for SCgoose now. And here come the militia, going to be able to trap some of these villagers in if they're not careful. And here we go, doing some damage there, 28 done there, 24. And it looks like we have the barracks going up, down over here, completing this small wall off here. We do see this scout, and could potentially lose a few of these villagers if he's not careful enough. This one here could go down, and losing that village there, keeping the scout alive just there. Very well played by Enemy Down so far. We can see, though, Enemy Down walling the entire sides of his base right now. Let's see, what has SCgoose seen? He has seen nothing, because he did not have the scout out. What have you seen? You've seen the stable go down, which means Enemy Down can expect to get a few spearmen out if he needs to. He's only halfway towards feudal, though, so his opponent does have the bonus on him when it's going to come to attacking units, because he's going to be able to get those archers and those scouts out, which are going to be able to do a fair bit of damage. And there we go, so we do have scouts outside in the base, sending a scout out nice and early, going to be able to use that to not only scout his opponent, scout the map, but we are going to be able to see quite a lot go down. Honestly, we have Enemy Down just going up to feudal, and there's only currently 30 points of difference between them, not a lot. We do have the spear down here, and doesn't look like, and we're seeing the archery range come up from Enemy Down, so he's going to be wanting to go quite heavy on this gold. He has finished this wall off here, so he's pretty much safe at this point. And we have lots and lots of villagers still here. What can we expect to see? No one on gold yet, so we can expect to see skirmishers, spearmen, and scouts at this stage. No gold heavy units, which means we're not going to be seeing a man-at-arms rush, and we're not going to be seeing archers at this point. Could be going for... Nope, not going for it now. Could be putting something down over here. Could be going for a wall off. What are you doing, villager? I'm actually really curious to see what you do. And you are just going to run away. It looks like you could be going to the stone mine. Going for a wall off, by the looks of it, actually. Has noticed his opponent's walled off, commented there with the Great Wall, and there's only one thing you can do against that, because it means your opponent is generally fast castling, which Enemy Down is doing. Is halfway there right now. It means you've got to wall off and try and shelter yourself between the storm. because once those Castle Age unit comes in, you can be in a lot of trouble. Especially with SCgoose not being anywhere near to go into Castle, going to have to get another 450 food before he even thinks about it. And looks like we're getting a third archery range down there. We have a smith down, which means we're going to be expecting cavalry archers right here, trying to bust through this wall, but it is not going to happen. Cavalry archers are definitely on the way. We're currently 18 minutes into this game. Could get through here, could get some harassing. However, it's just all his stuff's just spread out so well. He can wall off quite easily now. And there we go, he's just putting up another piece of palisade there. Great job there from enemy down so far. He is down in score, and that's probably most likely to the fact that he's in Castle Age. That's right. What are we seeing? We're going to see cavalry archers. There we go. Got the +2 already, so he's got the +2 attack on them and the +2 range. We can see cavalry archers are just being queued here by the arseload. And there we go. We've got lots and lots of villagers and gold, lots on wood, and we have a constant villager production as well, because as we know, cavalry archers cost gold and wood, which means you can just continue to pump out those, well, villagers. There's no point that you should sacrifice your economy. Enemy down currently on 1,850, SCgoose on 1,900. SCgoose not going up to feudal, not going up to Castle Age yet. He has the resources to do it. I'm surprised. And there we go. There's the castle upgrade now. We can see that enemy down is taking the villager and could lose this villager here. Losing that villager could lose these scouts potentially as well. Losing one, losing two. All these villagers here are going to be in trouble now. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the good game quite soon. Honestly, we see the watchtower coming down there, going to be able to fight him off. However, I can see him sitting towards the back of here, just harassing those villagers, or even coming straight through here, because there's nothing to really stop him. We see more and more cavalry archers being produced at this stage. There's no reason that he's not going to win this game. At this stage, enemy down up by 300 points, going to be able to do a lot of damage. Skirmishes, of course, are good against archers, but when they're outmassed, they can't do much at all, especially when they're out-teched as well. Skirmishes is still on the on the 4 range. We've got these cavalry archers on the 4+2, so they definitely have the bonus there. And we're going to see lots of harassment. I'm surprised we haven't seen him come down over here, or come down over here. Losing a villager, losing another one there, and one more that could lose these spears potentially as well. There we go, finally going up in Castle Age. However, he is down by 400 points right now. Enemy down is really working this advantage, killing off as many villagers as he can. And this is good game right now, honestly. Losing so many villagers here, it's ridiculous. We have skirmishes coming in from SCgoose, currently down by 500 points still, and losing more villagers over here. This is really hurting. And there we go, we've got the good game there from SCgoose. So, join us in the next round. We'll be seeing the Aztecs roar. SCgoose is going to need to take the next 2 games, or enemy down just needs to take the one. I'll see you in